Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Using his feet to buy time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Looking left. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Marion. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. Complete to start this drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to throw, it's back. Fires to the big fella. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll try the right side. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bulldozes his way through. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
On the run, it's Ncaa. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's back. Trying to set up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Oh, and they almost had another one, and this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. They're working that left side. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down. He just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Quickly complete. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's back. Quick strike complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Got his man quickly. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown Sooners! Great job by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the 2-point try. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
Man, it's nice to call plays when you call a pass and the quarterback doesn't see anything and he just takes off and makes you look good and turns it into a run. Nice job on that 2-point conversion.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Moving away from pressure. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
A safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to pass, it's Mateer. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires on the move. Caught over the middle. It's Ncaa. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Sooners are rolling down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On 3rd down, going up top. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day.
It's a seam wide open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
He's got him still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job looking for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Yeah, salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's into the end zone for the two and extends the lead.
Well, if you want to get something done, you better just do it yourself. Nobody open in the end zone that time. Quarterback's able to scramble and get in for two.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. And the try is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them.
Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. A quick pass to the left. Early on the Jets. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. He's got it. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the first down.
a really nice job making the play. You think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years, but a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Direct snap. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's the pressure. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown Sooners. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it for the gun. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Under fire. Got it set up on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
He'll take a deep shot here. Brings it down on the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end now in motion. The give out of the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
It's a draw. After the filthy move, he's got room. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a down at the 29.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen, and a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wheeler. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's up. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the run. Still looking. He's going to take off. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Sooners are in the hurry-up. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. First and 10, they're down to the 25. To the air, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going,
he's going to let it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half. Makes the grab. It's Ncaa. He's loose. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field.
Touchdown, Sooners! Grabbed in the end zone to put... Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on second down. Finds a tight end. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Makes the catch. It's dribbling. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this third down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Simmons. Flips it out in the flat. Hard running there. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Taylor. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Single. Blue 85.
looking to throw on first down. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain.
Touchdown, Rebels! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments. They put a stop to that return at the 22. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air. It's Mateer. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They've got the screen set up. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Still looking, on the move. Chunking away just as he was hit. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it in the second half, throwing it specifically. I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Finds his man. It's Ncaa. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Ncaa.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Ncaa. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ncaa. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, and letting him get some positive yards.
Fires to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have an execution. Has got to be great in these two-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield at Simmons. Using his legs to buy some time. At the 35, he's open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. He throws back to the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Nice move to pick up yardage. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks. They keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's...
Makes the grab on the right. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Quick release by the QB.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't...
Wide open spaces. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. The AT unit on the field.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Final play of the quarter coming. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. With the catch, it's Ott. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, that's exactly how you draw it up. You want to drop back, you want to play coverage, you want to make sure you don't give up a big play. You got to lead in the 4th quarter, but it also involves you tackling well and a nice job rallying to the football and making the tackle.
So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Sooners! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Simmons. He's going to let one fly down the middle. A full dive to haul that one in. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's...
It's a running room. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He's moving out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught downfield. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to...
Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down. Might be looking to run. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. This time it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That's reeled in. It's Haynes. The Tigers will keep this drive going.
Yeah, and a really good job by the QB understanding it. Seeing the running back, waiting for him to break. He runs the angle route, breaks inside, throws it right in front of him. Nice touch by the QB, Palmer.
Yeah, it's really important to have that touch too, David, because you got to remember, these running backs, yeah, they've got good hands, but they're not stud wide receivers, so the location of the throw has to be good. And also, you got to put a little bit of touch on it and make it easy for him. If you make it easy, they'll make the catch and get you the first down.
Fine play action. Picked off in the opening.
Fucking suck.
With an interception.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
And know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
It's caught.
And that offense
Chad, watch this.
gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his... Trying to get it in. And he throws it.
Chad, watch this.
Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Watch this,
One of the
Chad.
reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Complete out of the backfield. Looking for room at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for
That was your first good pass, man.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires complete on the crosser.
Still gonna pick.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The play action fake. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be nuts.
Fucking suck.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to find his man in the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. They took a shot.
Nigga threw a bush to that.
6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really
We're still losing, buddy. About to go down and score.
To make more plays for us in the end
About-
zone. When we're taking
about to
shots,
score.
we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. turn it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody. Stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Jukes his way for more. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma. He unleashes a long one. Got it in stride.
You weak bitch.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in.
Sorry, bitch. You fucking suck.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the
Get this out the net, you bum ass nigga.
He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Get your bum ass up, nigga. You suck.
This crowd is feeling themselves after that.
Watching YouTube videos how to get better. You fucking sucks. Go practice before you come play me, nigga. I scored 2 touchdowns, you dumbass nigga. You don't know how to fucking count, you idiot.
Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Dumbass don't know how to count. I scored 1 touchdown. Look at the score, you fucking idiot. Picking Clemson, nigga, you still fucking trash. Nigga, trash can. Trash can.
Wants to throw on first down.
You fucking suck.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
I need some better comp, man. Just playing these weak ass niggas.
Roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end.
They gonna know what the fuck to do.
Off the play fake. Bringing it
Nope, you weak ass nigga.
in. A sack. All the way back at the 5. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime.
I bet you gonna quit before halftime. I bet you quit before halftime. I bet you quit before halftime.
Keep this drive
I bet you quit before halftime.
sack.
Yeah, I bet you quit before halftime.
And
Yeah.
over there, they don't
Nigga
get
scared. Look at him.
off in time. A delay of game penalty just
He's
a
a
mistake
bitch.
that
Stop
you
changing your
can't
plays,
have
you
happen
bitch
at this
ass
point
nigga.
of the game, and this
You
part of the
bitch ass nigga. Stop changing your plays, you bitch.
Sooner Nation
He's a
bearing
bitch.
down on this
Mama, your mama birthed a
offense.
bitch.
Third down play.
Your mama birthed a bitch. He's a bitch. I bet you was a safety.
From his end zone line
Nah, this nigga threw it out like a little bitch.
Catch, it's Haynes. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of
Your mama
lead.
birthed a bitch.
Deep down on their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now.
You fucking weak ass nigga.
Drop the football.
You idiot.
Turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel.
But you the bitch, that's how.
Down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position.
You about to
He
quit.
leads it with his back. Stopped in the backfield.
He
He's gonna
quitting.
lose 3 yards.
He about to quit.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Unleashes to the end zone.
Touchdown, you bitch.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Nigga, quiet now, quit.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going.
Nigga's a bitch.
Be accurate with the football. That's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is
This
something these two
nigga is
guys have been
sorry.
working on
Nigga scored a lucky ass
over
bomb.
and
Start
over. It's
popping
paying
it.
dividends now in game.
Now you're down by 2 touchdowns. Now I know why your record was so ass.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one
Keep
in
listening to me,
snap and
bitch.
drive from the 25.
Keep listening to me, bitch. You
Off-play action
bitch.
on first down. And
You
he
suck.
throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Because you a bitch. That's
The
how.
quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in.
Let me tell you how. Because he's a bitch. That's why he dropped
Seemed
it.
like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
Who stick to
That didn't
bum
have a
ass
chance to
nigga?
get complete.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly,
You gonna score?
get the first down.
Off-play action. Snagged in the middle.
Ooh, sit your stupid ass down.
You've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a
So dumbass down.
and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Looking to scramble.
Niggas suck.
Nowhere close on that one as he got
The niggas suck.
trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires
Bitch.
to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Nigga, quiet up. Turn his mic off.
I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel.
Put your mom on the mic so I can talk to her.
Package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back. You're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that one.
Bitch ass nigga.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Sooners racing to the line.
I play some better comp. Like, Jesus, these niggas is ass.
Dances away to buy time.
Not gonna catch me. You the bitch. Why don't you tackle me?
He found
You got the AI tackling me.
They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
You gonna keep hearing me until you score again, bitch.
And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back
I'm a
to
bitch.
time running short in the half. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Nigga said sit down. This nigga suck. Nigga using a computer.
Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they
Where you going, you dumb bitch?
Defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Just one made a little more on 3rd down as they've got a first and 32. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This nigga playing as a defensive line, you's a bitch.
Makes the catch. It's up.
You can't tackle, bitch ass nigga.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense.
This nigga playing defensive line. You's a sorry bitch.
They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments.
He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Hand off from the shotgun.
Touchdown, you bitch.
Finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a
Sorry, bitch.
and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going.
Nigga going back to watching YouTube videos, how to get better.
This offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Good for you, bitch. Get up in that.
And the extra point is good. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And he got into the house with the 6th to
Hey,
finish.
Nick. You's a bitch.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build momentum, and the last thing you
Nick,
need to
the
do is mess
bitch.
it up by allowing a big kickoff return.
Nicholas. You gonna score a touchdown, Nicholas?
He'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more step coming before halftime.
Hey, come on, Nicholas.
A little misdirection. direction.
You suck. I'm over here brushing 3. You can't even get that.
There was no
Got the number 17 in the country. You suck.
in the backfield.
Have you played football before?
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway.
Where'd you play at? Never. Niggas never heard of you.
Coming out with it.
Niggas spent $80 on the game to be a bitch.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make
I'm
the
whooping your
stop.
bitch ass. I'm a bitch, and what are you? Bitch.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, your mom's a bitch. You know that. Tell me that too.
On the ground in the third. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Mateer. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical.
It's too late to be talking. The game is over, bitch.
Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down.
Game is over, you
On
bitch.
third down,
Look at
he'll
this.
try to pick it up through
You
the air.
sorry fat bitch. Oh my
And that'll
god.
be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Nigga, DB is barbecue
You
chicken.
were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all.
You're not gonna score.
This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite.
Look at this. Like, where the fuck are you going? You sorry bitch.
Combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45.
Come on, bro. This shit not working, bro.
Play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the
This shit
wideout.
not working.
And the
You
timing
suck.
just a hair off.
Well, nice job by the defense.
Nigga is fucking trash. I'm playing against trash cans.
To throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Sorry, bitch.
Coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Why you got this quarterback in?
Man, this
That's your
defense
fucking
has
problem,
played
you dumb
so
fuck.
well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed great.
Gotta start coaching these little ass niggas, man.
Good defense who continues to apply pressure. They gotta find a way to protect their quarterback.
Little bitch ass niggas.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Clemson jumps to the line. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout.
Oh,
And they gambled in their own end. Turn it over on downs. And
Nicholas.
now other
Thought you don't
offenses
score.
set up. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
bet y'all score right here.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to run it. He's
Man, come tackle me. Stop letting the computer tackle me. I want you to tackle me.
down to the 46. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming.
Ah, he's wide open.
Smack just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This little fucking
And we need more of
bitch.
this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet.
He's open.
But this is just as good as a sack.
He's
Getting to him,
open.
hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game. And
A
not
little
letting him
Nicky
feel
getting nervous.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Woo!
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped.
Nick.
A terrific run after the catch. The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
He's a bitch.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
Touchdown.